there, Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces. Today I'm introducing you to the Modern Flames Redstone series of electric fireplace inserts. At the end of this video, I'll give you some other inserts that you can compare this one to. So I'm standing here with a 26-inch redstone. It comes in 26, 30, 36, and 42-inch sizes. As you can see, there is a trim kit available. This is the larger trim that you can get to add on to the series of inserts. So it can be 3 or 4-sided. This 4th-sided piece, the bottom piece, does not have to be included. What's really neat about the Redstone is that it already comes with a couple of smaller trims in the box with the insert. So there's a 5/8" lip around the window or a 1 5/8" lip. Those come with the unit, so you can make little adjustments that way. But if you do need to cover bigger gaps or you just want the fire to look bigger, you can have the larger trims available. The other thing you'll notice is that we have logs that light up from within, but there isn't a grate here. They sit on a bed of crystal, and it's a smoky glass crystal, so it kind of looks like coals that are glowing. I really like that effect. But without the grate and without any brick on the interior, it's a very clean, traditional look. So it's not as traditional as some of the inserts in this category. Another neat thing with Modern Flames is that if they put colored lights inside, as they do, those colors are available on all the features, not just the ambient lights. So the flames aren't limited to just yellow, orange, that sort of thing, or a little bit of blue. All of the flame colors are available. So I can change it, and I can scroll through different flame colors. I can also change the brightness of the flame, so I can tone that up a little bit and then continue changing my colors. So you can really play around with the flame colors. You're not limited to just 2 or 3. If there are colored lights in here, those colors are available on all of the features. So I can have my flames. I have a down light as well, so I can hit those logs. Even though they're glowing from within, I can hit them with other colors to create different effects. And then I can also change the colors underneath the crystal bed, and that brightness can be changed as well. So I can have a glowing red coal, but I can also have colored coals under there. So a lot of color features, even though it's a traditional fire, and I can certainly make it look more natural with my choice of colors, but if I want to play around with it, I can do that. This is a 120-volt unit, so the heater will max out around 5,000 BTUs. That's enough to warm up about a 400 square foot area, so fairly typical for an electric fireplace. And of course, like all electrics, you do not have to have the heater on to have the flames on. So this is a year-round fireplace. If your room is already warm, you don't have to have the heater on at all. It is thermostatically controlled. That's what our remote looks like, so there is a thermostat button on there. There's also a timer feature, so if I'm worried about somebody walking away from this and leaving it running and not being in the room at all, the timer would shut it off automatically after a set amount of time. And when I'm playing with the light features, you can see that this control panel is lighting up. So that's your manual backup if you should lose the remote temporarily, or if you need a battery and you don't have one handy, you've always got a manual backup control. So again, this is the Modern Flames Redstone series of inserts. Other inserts that I would compare this one to, the Napoleon Cineview. It doesn't have as many sizes, but it does have trim kits available for retrofitting. The Amante TRD series, their traditional series, has as many or if not more sizes available with loose logs and not these logs. And the logs don't light up on either the Napoleon or the Amante, so just keep that in mind. But they both have trim kits available. And then the Dimplex Revolution series, the RBF series, which has trim kits for the smaller sizes. It has a more traditional grate with logs, so you can compare those four and see which is your preference for what you need. You can find all of those at stylishfireplaces.ca. Search by brand and look for Modern Flames and then Redstone, or search by style and look for inserts and fireboxes.